up, boys?
What's up, Big Duke? I'm ready whenever you are, brother.
Alrighty, good evening, everyone. Welcome to NPRN, the home of everything Yescar. My name is Never Pine, the official voice of Yescar. I'm joined in the booth for a second night in a row, graced by his presence. Pizza Ship in the booth. Good morning or evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening.
Hello, Durko in the chat. Welcome over here to the Dark Side Durko. This is NPRN. Just make sure you're in the right place. We got some people. This is open qualifying, Trevor, so a little bit different than what most people are used to, but it definitely is an interesting aspect of our racing here.
It's a very interesting aspect, and it helps when you get in a group and you're able to lay down that lap time. It helps all around.
Well, it's more. Do you have that teammate? Do you have that person to work with? Right now, Big Duke working with the 19 of Wayne Whitley. Right now, but our leader so far here with a minute left in qualifying, Aiden Trevette, 3 wide racing as Travis Trussell on the outside. He's going to fall in behind Evan S. I can't remember his last name off the top of my head. Who is Evan? Evan S. Hawkins. That's who it is. Oh, Teddy Graham loose. Going to get in the back of Spicer. We're wrecking through the tri-oval here in open qualifying. Oh, Fleckenstein almost gets clipped by Aiden Trevette. Gets off the dang line. That was wild. Man, these guys get wild here in open qualifying. But this is what makes it special. There's over 25 cars in here, 26, 27 cars in here right now. There's 24 seconds left in qualifying, which is an extra minute, actually, because you get a minute at the white flag. I mean, somebody could technically come through here and run this lap. They do it every weekend. Someone we didn't get to click on, and we'll see if they're on the track somewhere right now. There they are. There they are, Trevor. You know what I'm talking about? The Allied Powers.
Oh yes, the Canadians.
No, it's just one. No, it's Fleckenstein's not Canadian. Fleckenstein, but no, Rickelfratz. Not Rickelfratz. Rickelfratz is one of the Canadians. But right now, I believe that we have Keegan Fleckenstein in the 9, his partner in crime, the other half of the Allied Powers, the 66 of Kell, Spicer, the Canadian Nightmare. But I think on the rear of those guys, I believe that's Rickelfratz. That is Rickelfratz. Rickelfratz is running up the rear of the Allied Powers right now, trying to run a lap. White flag is in the air. These guys may have a time to run another lap. Maybe. It's going to be tight. Can't have nothing nice and open quali. Absolutely not.
The corner with enough time, I'm pretty sure.
Got to support the boy. You know I appreciate you, Dirk. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you guys tap that screen. Share the live out. If you're a Yescar member, share this out to your family members. This is where they can watch all the action. Here on TikTok, here on the purple app, or here on the red app. Evan S. Hawkins trying to get a run right here. Going to go to the outside. He's going to try to get a lap. Oh, the dang time went off. William Clark, though, came in at the last second and took away the lead from Aiden Trevette. William Clark will set on the pole. This might be his first pole.
I'm pretty sure.
Aiden Trevette, they're loading in. If you want to, you can go around here and see what we got here. We'll pull up your all starting lineup.
That top 10 is stacked.
Yeah, stacked with full of names that we're used to saying here on the broadcast. I'm having acid reflux attack, I guess. William Clark, though.
That's miserable.
I'm over here dying on stream. Like, we may not, I may have to turn off the camera for a second. That was rough. Anyways, William Clark on the pole, 44.222. Good looking time for William Clark. Aiden Trevette in second. Travis Trussell in third. John Gregg in fourth. But there's the Canadian Nightmare and the Allied Powers with Keegan Fleckenstein. And we talk about these guys a lot because it's interesting to find these teams forming up. And that's why I talk about it. Oh, Evan S. Hawkins in the chat. Yeah, brother. That was a tough break. We were watching you guys try to race to the line there, and I knew it was going to be tight. Sean Winans with the shares. Thank you so much. Connor Wallback with the likes here. Wallback starting in 8th right now. Definitely no stranger to victory lane here in Yescar. Wallback on stream last night, I think finished 3rd. We were able to interview her 4th. Did a nice little interview with Connor. On his inside, though, that's Captain Killam in the 45. We love to see old Captain up here messing around in Yescar 3D. He's been doing nothing but racing these bad boys at Talladega, though. This is the 87's week at Talladega, so, I mean, this is what he's been doing, you know? Non-stop. There's Wayne.
I watched somebody race him last night on TikTok, actually.
Shout out, brother Burko graduated with his master's degree today. Hey, that a boy. Brother Burko graduating with a master's degree today. You're smarter than John. Smarter than Opine. That's the way it is. Good stuff right there. The 78 of Big Duke rolling off on the inside of Whitley here. Whitley taking his time, trying to get up there. There's Duke. Beautiful looking, Keith says yes, .com Chevrolet. We love to see it in the 78. Thank you, Duke. Some notable names outside of our top 10. The 77 Raleigh Romeo in the RaceYescar.com Buick. Rickle Frats.
Another one, Rickle Frat. I see Andrew Winans.
Andrew Winans is right behind Tim. There's old Teddy Graham. We love to see old Teddy Graham right there. I love that paint scheme, Bubba. So Terry, a.k.a. Teddy Graham, we gave him the nickname in here. Duke said it one time, and it just stuck forever. You know, so that's kind of just the way it rolled now. Evan S. Hawkins, though, someone we will see up front in that XI Batteries Ford Thunderbird. But look at Joe Sullivan. That's another name, man. We're not used to seeing Sullivan back here in the back of this pack, you know, starting off. He usually starts off on the lead.
Normally he starts off top 10.
But we would be amiss not to mention the 002 of Josh Lawthorne, the RaceYescar.com Chevrolet, and a member of Keith Says Yes Motorsports Racing. We'll have to see that. And Joshua Dillaha in this race, Elite Mill Gamer. Been doing a lot of moving in his life, so I think he's finally back racing with us a little bit here. Our commissioner of the Power Bolt and Tools Truck Series. We had a great race last night at Auto Club. Fantastic race. Let's get back to the leader, though. William Clark, right now inside the pace car. William Clark is the pace car. You know, he says, let me show you how to do this, boy. We do this a little bit differently, Trevor. Welcome to Yescar 3D. We do a Delaware double file start. That means William Clark is going to be all alone at the front of this pack, and then they're 2 by 2 behind them. And we're going to go green flag racing right here. Ladies and gentlemen, he's leading them into the restart zone. This is Talladega. Our next race will be at Daytona, then back to Dega, then we'll end our night at Daytona. Green flag is out. William Clark with a great jump, but you don't want to be that far out. They're gonna get it to him. Yeah, they're about to swarm him going into 1 and 2 right now. Keegan Fleckenstein already getting a little impatient to the corner. Let me know what you see. Oh, they're beating and banging everywhere right now. Trevette and Trussell getting into it in 1 and 2. William Clark.
Duo forming here on the bottom lane here. You got the.
Who just shot at 3 wide on the outside? That's Rickle Frats.
That's Rickle Frats. Yep. There's Frats to the top.
Look at this action right here on the track of the chopper view. You're riding on board the MPRN chopper, brought to you by Big Duke Sim Racing. He bought us for us. Oh, Duke can kill him. I mean, I kill him. Fleckenstein to kill him. Have contact. It gets Wallback out of the groove. Holy crap. Here comes Tyler Bryan. The 30 of John Gregg, Trevor, he's all the way up in second. They have gotten by William Clark. Oh, behind them? Oh, no. Yeah, a lot of action back here in the back of this track. But Keegan Fleckenstein, 3 wide, battle for the lead right now. Fleckenstein is filtering Trevette back. It's going to be Keegan Fleckenstein to the lead. He's got the 30 of John Gregg on his outside, but he's battling side by side with the pole sitter, William Clark. Here goes John Gregg to the inside. White flag is in the air, presented by NPRN, the home of everything Yescar. My name is Neverpine. We're racing 4 wide here in 3D. Oh my God, look at the chaos behind him. Duke's got a storm around him. Oh, they're wrecking down low. Duke up in the wall. Kill him sideways. Wall back wrecking. Romeo's wrecking. Whitley's turning. Holy guacamole. Chaos in the back of the field, but your top 3, John Gregg, Aiden Trevette, and the Canadian Nightmare. Kel Spicer trying to find the opportunity. Holy crap. John Gregg. Oh, Trevette gets Gregg loose. He's trying to get a run right here. Oh, Trevette and Spicer wreck. Oh, John Gregg's going to win it. John Gregg is all alone, and he wins. Tyler Hessel in second. Winans, I think, got third. Terry Graham in fourth. Riley Romeo in fifth. Holy crap.
Winans had the massive dodge. Like a beautiful dodge in that crash.
What a win by John Gregg, though. This was chaos. This is a little race right here. Last lap racing through 1 and 2. A massive pileup allowed this top 3 to pull away. John Gregg got into it, but we saw Kel Spicer getting into a little bit of a tussle there at the end. Dude, where'd they even finish? I bet they got DQ'd out. Oh, man, look at this right here. We're going to watch this ending of the pack right here. But watch the 6-6 Spicer. Oh, Fleckenstein just got down the track, and then Duke and Killam got into each other. And then this top 3 just kind of pulled away.
Okay, there was somebody feeling that crash that dodged every bit.
Like the president of the chess club on prom night, all alone. That's amazing.
That's so good.
Look at this right here. Aiden Trevette and Spicer. Look at this contact. And boom. Now I think they made it right here. Look at Spicer. Puts it in reverse. And says, let me run it behind the line right here. This right here is an amazing finish. Kel Spicer crosses the line in reverse and finishes 17th after a last lap wreck. But John Gregg is our winner here of the first race of the night. But don't go anywhere. But wait, there's more. We are heading to the beaches of Daytona. Stay tuned with us. We're heading there now. Dude, that was crazy.
That was wild. And that Daytona race is going to be just as good, if not better.
Oh, I know. It's always good racing here in Yescar 3D. I mean, these guys put on a show every single time we load up and do this. That's why I always say it, man. I'm thinking about Yescar. You know, I'm thinking about Yescar 3D about once a day. Guaranteed. Next lobby should be up just momentarily.
I think we got about
like 10 seconds. Yeah, like nothing here. That was fun, Curtis. That was a lot of fun. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We have plenty of racing left. That was just our first race of the night here on NPRN, your home of everything Yescar. My name is Neverpine, the official voice of Yescar. I'm joined in the booth by Pizza Ship. Lobby is up. That was the best finish. Hey, that's a great finish, Terry. Old Teddy Graham up 11 spots since the start of that race. Finished 4th.
That was a good race.
Thank you guys so much for the likes and shares. We're almost at the 5,000 likes. We're getting there. 15 people on the stream. Welcome in. We got plenty of racing left here. We're heading to our next race of the night. On the beaches of Daytona, we battle it out on the holy ground of NASCAR. We are waiting to see who it's going to be. John Gregg coming in here and stealing a win. Well, I mean, he earned it. I mean, stealing a win. I don't think that's a steal. John Gregg earned the win. Kel Spicer and Aiden Trevette getting into each other, going to the trioval there. John Gregg was all alone, baby. Just like Durko said, the captain of the chess club on prom night, baby, all alone. All alone. Never pined at a senior prom. All alone, baby.
Shit.
I was. Yeah. I got into an argument with my girlfriend in high school at the time. Man, a little disappointed. Oh, I say so, brother. I say so. That was definitely rough to watch in the last trial over there. But great news is you don't go home empty-handed here. We have 3 more races to make it happen, including the last race of the night being here back at Daytona, a 5-lap shootout. This is the middle of May, so your payouts will happen at the end of the month. And we are looking for some money to win there. $25 gift card.
I will say, I just looked at the points.
How's the points looking?
Aiden Trevette, before that last race, has a 129-point lead. Your second place driver is Jamie DeVoe.
Jamie DeVoe. Jamie DeVoe. Yeah, man, some of these names are wild in here, like in a good way. Like, if it's just unique names
Unique names.
Got some cars on the track right now. Plenty of people trying to make something happen. Teddy Graham right now trying to work with the 2. Who's in the 2 right now? I can't even see that.
The 2 is Sean
Winans. Raleigh Romeo working with a oh God, wrecking it already here. God almighty, let's get on board with Wayne Whitley. He's in that pack. Oh, Joe Sullivan down the track. Jesus Christ, guys, we're in open qualifying and we're over here wrecking like it's the last lap. Captain Killam out on the track right now in the 45. There's Big Duke riding side by side. Now getting a line behind the 002. Actually, it might be who is that, Tyler? Yes, Tyler Bryan. 012, not 002. That's going to be Josh Laughlin. I was so confused. I was like, wait a minute, how we got 2 of these? This is a fun track. A little bit tighter situation here. You got about 4 lanes at Talladega. At Daytona, you have about 3 tight lanes. Not really sure, how you make that happen. But we also want to say this.
Here. Also got the group on the bottom of the track.
Oh, man, those bumps, dude. Those bumps. You can't really enjoyed finding your network. Great pairing. Listen, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Gator, who are you in the race, brother? This is a good little pack we're following right here. These guys are racing. Oh, my God. What a wreck right here. Tyler Bryan flipping upside down. Kill him. Oh, my gosh. Keegan Fleckenstein.
Can we say it?
No.
Looks like Arca.
Looks like the cars tore on lap 2 tonight at North Wilkesboro. Good Lord. Josh Berry literally made that comment, and literally lap 2 the cars tore just like, I don't even know what happened. Like, it was.
The cars tore last night in the pro late models.
Joshua Laughlin 002 in here liking the stream.
I watched the last
Damn, Sullivan was up to full speed right there. Evan Hawkins currently has control of the leaderboard. Yeah. That will change as these guys start running some laps here again. Maybe we'll run some laps. No problem, brother. I'm glad you're here, man. Thank you for joining us. Super GG from Josh Laughlin. Andrew Winans with 103 GGs. Wayne Whitley with a heart me. I appreciate that. Duke going to try to get picked up from school here, get in line with these guys. It's so easy to lose a draft of these 87s, though, man. You gotta merge
stay
that.
in line.
God, it's insane,
Yeah,
dude. Watching this little pack right here, Evan S. Hawkins, Kill 'em, and Rickle Frats. They should lay down a lap. Where in the heck is? You know what we're looking for? There they are. I was wondering where they're at. They're on the back stretch going to 3 and 4, and you know who I'm talking about, the Canadian Nightmare, Keegan Fleckenstein, the L.I. Powers. Kill 'em. Evan S. Hawkins, Rickle going across the line. Travis Trussell shoots up the track and on the leaderboard. He's going to be in second right now, falling behind the 77er Raleigh Romeo.
I'm waiting to see if Spicer and Fleckenstein put down a lap.
They're going to go back to the pits, and they're going to come right on back out. I think they got stuck in traffic, and they didn't want to get caught up on some side drafting situations. Duke now trying to get a run on the back off of Romeo right here. Minute and 30 seconds left in qualifying, which gives us about another minute on top of that. Big Duke up the leaderboard to second. Oh, Duke down the track now going to go off into the grass to get the reset here.
They should have enough time to get at least one full lap in if they come off pit road.
Oh, there they are. There is your L.I. Powers. I don't know if they have enough time to run a lap, but they're out here pushing hard at Daytona. Spicer all over the bumper of the 9. They're going to have time. They're going to have time. They're going to run a lap right here. Watch this. Watch this, everyone. This is what we do here. If they run a perfect lap, they're going to put down some time here. We're going to see this top 10 move.
It looks like they're moving.
I know it too, man. Look at Spicer. He runs this beautiful line off the bumper of Fleckenstein. Now, look at this traffic in front of him, though. Trussell may try to interrupt this little line, this little qualifying. So then Trussell in third does not want these guys to run a great lap. Trussell up the track a little bit here. It's going to force Fleckenstein to get into the bumps. He's going to use Trussell. He gets to the inside. He's going to look for a run here. Fleckenstein, where are they at? There goes Keegan Fleckenstein and Spicer, 7th and 9th there. I believe Trussell interfered with that lap. I really do. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Doing a strategic move, just racing his race, qualifying his qualifying. And, you know, I mean, he's running a race. I mean, you know, what can you do?
I feel like he helped a little bit.
Yeah, Duke right now off the bumper is Joe Sullivan in that 15. Sullivan not in the top 10 yet. We'll see here.
Sitting 23rd.
Sullivan and Duke wrecking after that lap. Big Duke's best lap was a 41.66, and he just ran a 41.66. Literally tied his lap time. On the pole, though, the Ford Thunderbird. Oh. Pit lane already lining up. These guys are lining up to go racing here at Daytona. Ladies and gentlemen, our starting grid was pulled up. Take a look at what we got. Evan S. Hawkins and that X-side battery for Thunderbird sets on our pole on the outside in the 78. We got Big Duke. And that Keith says yes.com Chevrolet. Starting in third behind him in the 51 Steel Chevrolet. That's going to be Travis Trussell. Randall Burbick on the outside. Randall Burbick inside that top 5. We'd love to see that for him. Connor Wallaback not loaded in just yet. Hopefully gets a number 4 to start of the race. our top 6 and beyond here. Ryan Coven in 6th, Keegan Fleckenstein in 7th, Wayne Whitley in 8th, the Canadian Nightmare in 9th, and Captain Killam rounding out our top 10.
We gotta watch out for Aiden, your vet there though.
Outside, any other notables outside here?
Riley Romeo,
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Winans.
Yeah, for sure. Wicklefrat's too in 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Sullivan's always a threat. Dillahaw gets in here and gets some wins. I mean, don't be. He won on stream like 2 weeks ago.
I was gonna say Josh Laughlin.
Yeah, Laughlin up here. He's won on stream just a few weeks ago as well. I mean, there's a lot of different winners here in Yescar 3D, and these guys can find that opportunity. The door opens and they take it. And sometimes that door opens and then they slam it right back in your face. Adam, thank you for sharing the live. We have 2 more races after this tonight. One at 11:40 and another one at midnight. This is our second race of the night here at Daytona. We are excited to be here. Rolling off the line now.
This is gonna be a good race.
Absolutely. We love to see this. This is awesome racing. Always. I want to say this. Since we are all in here, if you are in the path of severe weather, please be somewhere you can track that. Please make sure you're using the resources for it. You know, we don't want to be in a situation where you don't know what to do in a weather situation. So a lot of nasty weather in Kentucky, southern Indiana, southern Illinois, northern Tennessee. Once it gets across the plateau, it should weaken a little bit. So if you're in East Tennessee like we are, you expect a lot of high winds, low chance of tornado, but still possible. The ingredients are there. We're under a watch. We can make tacos. You know, we'll just have to wait and see if they do.
We gotta wait and see if it's taco night or not.
Yeah, happy Friday, watching the best iRacing in the country. Absolutely. So let's get back on topic here. We're going racing here at Daytona. I always want to do the little weather shout out here. Before we get started, I always want to recommend after this, check out Ryan Hall, y'all, on YouTube. A great person to watch for weather information. But go nowhere. We have plenty of racing here to go. Evan S. Hawkins is going to lead him on a Delaware double file. Big Duke is going to lead that outside line in row 2 with Travis Trussell on his inside. Duke checking up now, Lava 28 to get checked up behind him. If you're Evan S. Hawkins.
Heavy in the field.
Oh, yeah, this is a great-looking field, though. Great-looking field. Delaware double file entering the restart zone right now.
Green flag.
Banga gong, let's get it on. We are green flag racing here. Oh, wrecking already behind us. Oh, half the field's in the infield. Back up the track they go. What you got behind us? What you got behind us?
It was Ripple Fresh.
Teddy Graham into the wall behind him.
You got Captain Killam making the high side work up here.
Oh, they're turning behind him. Who's that? Wayne Whitley getting into him. Oh, he gets off the track. He gets pushed back up, spinning like a top behind him. Oh, my God, dude. This is insane racing so far. We have so much action happening on the track right now, but this is Yescar 3D. No damage, no cautions, a 3-lap shootout. Who wants it more? There comes Connor Wallaback. He's all over the bumper of Evan S. Hawkins.
You got the top 8 up here literally split apart from the rest of the field.
What's the differential back there? Who is that? Coven in that or Lowry?
Lowry, yep.
Lowry is in the 9th place right now, 2 seconds off the leader, but 8th place Coven. Only 0.4 off the leader. Coven kind of hanging back, watching this lead pack. Oh, there they go! Oh, Duke and Trussell are wrecking! Wallaback's flipping! Trussell's flipping! Holy guacamole, chat! Tons of action so far. But Duke is still behind Fleckenstein with Spicer in tow. Killam in 5th. This is no damage, no cautions. The white flag is out, Trevor, here at MPRN, the home of everything Yescar. My name is Never Pine, the official voice of Yescar. It's going to be Evan S. Hawkins, Big Duke, and Keegan Fleckenstein battling out. But here comes Spicer. Oh my God, this is the inline racing down the backstretch. Duke going to take the high side.
Fire got. We got Captain Killam down to the inside there.
That's trying to get a run right here on Hawkins, drive up the track. Here goes the 9 of Fleckenstein, a little bit out of the groove. Kel tries to fall in line behind his teammate. 3 wide racing to the end. Oh, what happened?
Oh, no.
Oh, God, Duke got DQ'd. No. Oh. It's going to be Captain Killam. Captain Killam with the win.
Oh. Spicer, it looked like Spicer and
Mark Thompson, brother. Stay safe, brother. Yeah, we're over here, man. We're under this beautiful little watch. I'd love to see that happen. Killam going to burn it down on the backstretch. He's going to celebrate this win. Good little win here. Let's watch a replay of that last lap. We didn't really get a good angle of it there, but no big deal.
They touched doors.
It happens. It happens more times than not. Good Lord. I'm sorry. I keep looking down, and that Somerset, Kentucky tornado damage is horrific.
It's upsetting.
Yeah, it's horrific. If you're in that city and you're watching, please, I doubt it, but please, just know we're here.
I was more upset because I was called out 3 minutes prior, and there was no tornado warning.
Well, Bubba, you know why?
I do.
Yep, we're not going to get into it on here. Oh, there you go! Oh, that's what happened there. Spicer slid and flipped. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, so Duke.
I think they slammed.
Okay, I was so confused about where it cut and who I lost. That makes so much more sense. But good win by Captain Killam.
It's like they hit doors, and as soon as they hit doors, they DQ.
Yeah, I mean, this is why we have these guys like Ryan Hall and stuff. That I don't want to stay on this topic, but I got to hit on it, guys. Lots of nasty storms, and I'm a big weather person, so like, that's a big deal. Like, but Ryan Hall and those guys, that's why they do this to stop the gap. That Kentucky station near Ryan Hall is shorthanded right now in National Weather Service. So, they missed a lot of important calls tonight, like upgrading it to a PDS tornado warning or a tornado emergency, which it should have been, but it's neither here nor there. We do this, we talk about this because it could give somebody that extra warning, that extra attention. Oh, I'm in southeast Kentucky. Oh, crap. I need to look at the weather. Yes, look at the weather. I'm not saying turn on your local news, but open up a weather app, get on YouTube, do whatever you need to do. So anyway, but great racing here at Daytona. We'll keep it open in the chat for you guys if you guys have any updates from your personal situation, things like that. But we'll update you guys after the next race, anything changes. But yeah, that's not fun. Seeing some damage already. But 11:40, we're going back to Alabama, Talladega. We love to see it. Yeah. Big Mike in here, saying he hears it, on the scanner. Absolutely, man. And, there's, it's a lot. It's a lot. We could turn this into a whole weather stream. God darn it. I ain't doing that.
It's just north of Corbin right now.
Yeah, I see. It's hard. It's hard. It's, when you're like Trevor and I, like, this is what we do. We are on the phone before this, just watching weather together and, just kind of tracking and seeing what was going on. And that's what we do. We love it. Racing, weather, sports. That's pretty much it. But next week, if you're at Charlotte, we will see you there. We'll be in the infield. We're going to Hickory on Thursday to watch Elliott. And then we're going to come back that night. We'll be in the infield. Lobby is up. Everyone, lobby is up. But we'll hope to see you guys there if you are there. 600 is important. Killam waiting for his interview. Listen, we don't usually do interviews after the initial in races, but you know what? No, you know what? Here I am. No, you know what? You know what? Since you guys are in here, let's do it. Since you're in here, let's do it. How you feeling, Killam? What a win, brother.
Wow. Ooh, let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. I had to drop down. They were in the chat giving me grief. Like, hey, he's down there. I'm like, oh, My bad. So, listen, man, great win for you, brother. I love to see that. Evan S. Hawkins in second, Spicer in third. Walk us through that last lap. Man, you really made it happen at the end there.
Yeah, we dodged whatever incident happened, and I thought we were done for, but we come out of it with enough momentum to keep the draft, and then we just had a head of steam going into 3 and 4. And Keegan drifted up enough for us to get underneath him, and I thought I had slid up into him in the tri-oval, and that's what DQ'd him. But I was watching the replay back. I think him and Duke were
him and Duke door banged on the end there. We were so I was watching Duke, and then all of a sudden he DQ'd. I was like, oh no! Yeah. I was, oh god! It went scenic, and I had to go back, and I caught you going right across the line. But man, what a win, brother! What a good win. We love to see that on stream.
Yeah, so I'm doing good tonight. I got 2 official top split 87s wins, a second in Draft Masters in 87s, and now 3D wins. So we're having a good night tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I said on the stream as we're loading up on the first race, this is what Killam does. He goes in here and races these 87s for a living, and he's nasty at them. Nasty at them. Well, we're back at Talladega, brother. Good luck, and we hope to see you up there in the winner's circle again.
All right, take it easy.
Yeah,
man.
see you. Hey, boys, I'll be back down here a little bit later. Stay in the broadcast room if y'all want to still interview. Hey, we're back. We're back. We are back here. We had to interview the winner there. That was the 45 of Captain Killam, our last race winner. But we have Big Duke now coming out of the pits.
We got Big Duke and let's see here.
We got a whole group of them.
Whole group of them, actually.
Whitley and Trussell behind those guys. Trevette wants to lead this little pack right here. Duke going to oblige. Can't run a damn lap. You can, I guess, but it's hard as hell to run a lap on the lead.
I think you can, but it's very challenging.
Yep. Check out some more action there on the track. Oh gosh, we came over here just the right time. I believe that it was the one of Sean Winans. Not Winans. Who was that? That was who drives that the Busch Light car. And I think that's Wallaback. No, with them. That is not Wallaback's not on the track yet. That's son of a biscuit eater. Oh, Tyler Hessel. That's who's in the 24. The 14. It's Pacheco. It's Damon. I do this every damn race. Every Yescar 3D race, I do this. Damon Pacheco, Damon, 14 Busch car. Good Lord. I've done this 3 weeks in a row. Curtis Lowry in a 17, that Domino's Pizza Chevrolet, running all over the bumper of the 0-1-2 of Tyler Bryan. There goes Wayne Whitley to the lead. Big Duke up in third. That's that little pack right there. Whitley, Trevette, and Duke working together. They got Trussell on the end. There he is in fourth. That makes sense. Well. Imagine that. Yeah. Imagine that. The 66, the 9, and the 30 teaming up. The LI Powers, they found their USSR, I guess. John Gregg. He's going to be the third person in the LI Powers. One, two, three, dude. It's just, it really is just like watching this teamwork is insane. This is what I love about Yescar 3D. It's open qualifying. You find these weird relationships that work. I mean, look at Duke. Duke was running a great laps with Whitley, which is not weird, but then you see a Trussell involved. Then you see someone else get involved, in like a John Gregg in the Pontiac. But Spicer now moving up. Fleckenstein removing Gregg from the lead there. Good Lord, good Lord, look at this. Keegan Fleckenstein, Kel Spicer, 43.82. Fleckenstein, 43.83. John Gregg, 43.84. No one else is even in the ballpark with that. That's insane. There's no other 43s on the track. Those guys ran literally 0.3 seconds faster than everyone else so far. So far, there is plenty of qualifying left. This is not over.
So they've got 2 minutes in. Well, they've actually got a little more than that. They've got 3 minutes.
Here's Josh Cruz. That's something we've not said tonight. In the 44 for the Cruz Trucking Chevrolet. We love to see about Josh Cruz. There's the 1. That's Sean Winans. Evan S. Hawkins involved in that little group. These guys are going to try to lay some laps down here. You know, the key is to stay in line at that very last second. I'm not trying to tell you guys how to drive, but for the people at home, the key is to stay in line. But here, we're at Dega. So at Dega, man, I mean, in Dega in the 87s, I'm hugging the yellow line. Coming off of it, coming off of the corner, you're gonna float to that middle lane as natural, unless you want to just like lose all the time. But you know, on the corners there, this is a much better corner. They're gonna get a run right here. But when you're in the draft, it's much different. Oh, way too early, way too early.
They try to make it work.
Let's see where they go right here. A little bit better. Sean Winans up to 15th, but they should have stayed in line all the way to the end there. That killed the run. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. But that's no big deal. These guys are out here. They're racing. They're working together. Cruz going to get in line now. Evan S. Hawkins covering the bumper. The 1 is Sean Winans. Ryan Coven in the chat. He's falling to 13 right there. For Tower Records, he's falling in behind the 15 of Joe Sullivan. Sullivan, not a stranger to winning here in Yescar. Who's that on the outside? That's 72. That's Tower Alexander.
He must not have had a drafting partner.
There's Duke and Trevette. Let's ride on board right now with the 78 of Big Duke and Aiden Trevette. It's a good lap. Man, those guys, you know, in a race, sometimes those guys will go down the track there in that flat part. Bro, man, how do you push through that bottom of the dang trioval? Like, that ain't what's happening in front of us. You know, that's not what's happening right now. That was clean. But, like, it's insane. But right here we go, though, Chad. This is your top 3 in action. Spicer, Fleckenstein, and Greg in that order on your screen and in the top 3 order. These guys are the Allied Powers. This is what they do here in Yescar 3D. Spicer and Fleckenstein put on a show for us almost every week in this regard. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're about to go like
Yes, 43.80. The new fastest lap goes to John Gregg. Fleckenstein set a new lap for himself of 43.81. Look at the split. Look at the split on the screen. 43.79 on our screen above. You know, I wish I hovered over this and it would tell me what the whole speed was, but that's awesome. That's great. That's great racing, man. You love to see that. I mean, absolutely. They were moving off the line. Chat, moving right there. That's some good racing right here. Oh.
Now, if they can hook up in the race like that.
What are these storms right here north of Nashville?
Yeah, there's storms north of Nashville.
Got to watch them on that Tennessee line, Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I keep watching them just to be sure and safe.
Josh LeBlanc, think of it a follow. I think I've raced with Josh.
Got us the tight points battle, boys.
What are we looking at?
7 points separate first and second. Aiden Trevette over Jamie DeVoe. And a little little gap back to Kel Spicer and Elite and Keegan Fleckenstein rounds out your top 5.
Wow. We do have a nice little battle then.
Yeah. Top 5's within 180 points,
That's insane.
which is pretty close if you consider that it's all the bonus points.
I was like, and Trevette came in today with a 100 and almost 30-point lead.
Look at these beautiful cars on the front stretch right here. Let's take a look at that starting grid, shall we? John Gregg starting on our pole. You saw that last lap of 43.797. Holy guacamole. That's a lap. I mean, there wasn't a single person outside the top 3 that got to 44, so they got below 44. So these guys were in a league of their own on the qualifying. Now, that doesn't mean crap here. We're going three-lap racing. But it means a lot for positions going into the race. This is good racing from these guys. And second, in the 9, that's Keegan Fleckenstein. You already know half of the LI Powers. Your other half is a 66, the Canadian Nightmare, Kel Spicer. In the 81, or I guess on our screen a little bit a different number, probably the 51, I believe. That's going to be Travis Trussell in 4th, starting in 5th in the 0-1-2. For Keith Says Yes Motorsports, Tyler, Brian. The remaining of your top 10 here, Whitley in 6th, Trevette in 7th, Big Duke in 8th, Alan Stewart in 9th, and Curtis Lowry in 10th. Trevor, you got our outside the top 10 lookouts here.
You got Andrew Winans right there. You got Riley Romeo.
Oh, yeah, Riley Romeo's always there. Josh Cruz is another threat. You
Josh
cannot
Cruz,
count
Josh
out the
Cruz
Cruz
is
man.
big.
I mean, you know, dude, he gets up there. Then
Connor Wallaback.
No, you cannot. What do you mean? You definitely cannot. Connor Wallaback in the 48 is a multi-time Yescar 3D and Blue Sky Pro winner. So it's absolutely insane. But, as we're going down the good old backstretch here, we talked about last night a little bit. Last night, we saw a clinic. We saw a good race at Auto Club. I really... Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for not a clinic, but a very good race, though. I don't know why I say clinic. It was a very good race. We saw lead battles. We saw pit strategies, tire strategies, different runs, different lanes. But Big Duke, 3 for 3 in the Power Bolt and Tool Truck Series, bushwhacking like Harvick in the 2000s, down there making it happen. We love to see that. He said he's going to be there next week for the 100 laps at Homestead, Miami. Somebody says, do you think Kyle Busch gets it done tomorrow? I don't know.
Not a chance.
I don't believe so. Let me tell you though, look who's on the pole, baby, in the race for the racing you're in it. The 88, the boy Shane Van Gisbergen. He needs it. He needs it so bad. Please, brother, I'm just asking. Yeah, please go green flag racing here. I don't want to get chat all sad and sorrow, so all sad and gloomy with my Shane Van Gisbergen rant. So, John Gregg, Kel Spicer, Keegan Fleckenstein here. Your top 3. He's entering the restart zone. John Gregg is going to lead him to green. Green, green, green. Here at Talladega.
That bottom point, you got a great start.
Logan absolutely is tomorrow. We have the modified race and the car store race tonight. The car store race is good. 100-lap little racer there, but this is a 3-lap shootout at Talladega. Keegan Fleckenstein now jumps back in the line. That outside line being led by Trevette. This is clean so far. Am I having a stroke or is this clean? 3 wide racing right now. Duke in that middle giving the bumper of Trevette a little bit of a shove. Fleckenstein trying to get to the other part of the LI Powers, but here comes Sullivan. Like we talk about, Joe Sullivan coming out of it here. Trevette to the lead. He's got an advantage on the outside. Duke has got his foot through the firewall. He is saying, let's go, we gotta go, we gotta go. They're trying to get ahead here. It's gonna be 2 laps to go here at Talladega. Check out some action in the back of the field here. There's a 17 and the 14. That's Pacheco in the wall. Pacheco's spinning. He's up in the wall. Oh, Wallaback goes upside down. Winans flips. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. We love to see that. How about you? Welcome to Yescar 3D. Oh, baby, that was corny, but I loved it.
That was good.
I loved it. I was like, don't forget it. I loved it. John Gregg in control. The white flag is out. Presented by NPRN, your home of everything Yescar. My name is Never Pine, the official voice of Yescar. Joined in the booth by the one, the only Pizza Ship. And right now, you're seeing a battle right now. Duke and Sullivan trying to find the opportunity with Trevette to get him out there. But Spicer and Greg are still working that bottom line. The Trussell in the 81 is back there looking for the opportunity. There goes Trevette. He shuts the door, but Greg slides up, trying to push it 3 wide. Greg falls back into place. Duke goes down to side draft. They're coming out of 4 side by side here at Talladega. Sullivan gonna give him a little bit of a push here. Duke's there. Oh, Greg. Trevette wreck. Duke. He's going to get it down. There he is. Big Duke wins. What a win by Duke. Joe Sullivan with the pushes at the end gets it done. But, I mean, did he win? Did he get second or did he get DQ'd?
Wondering that same thing.
I got it on. Look on officials on the other side. The results.
Sullivan, right?
Yeah, it'll tell you.
Yeah, he got DQ'd.
All right, let's give you guys a little bit of an update on the leaderboard then, so we do have DQ updates. So Big Duke is the winner here. A great win by Duke, but Trussell in second. Trevette in third. Spicer in fourth. John John. I've been saying it is John Gregg. I don't know. He is in fifth. Tyler M. Hessel in 6th, Stewart in 7th, Coven in 8th, Whitley in 9th, and Randall Burbick in 10th, but it's going to be Big Duke right here.
That was a good race to the end right there.
Oh, I didn't know Bush was racing in the trucks. I haven't even looked at the truck lineup yet. Sorry, brother. My fault. Duke. What has happened?
Yes, sir.
How we doing? What a win at Dega, brother.
What a win. What a win, boys. What a win. That was a hell of a race.
Yeah, I didn't know if Sullivan was going to dump you there at the end, but he got in line. I think he realized that he would have screwed both of you if he'd got out that early, and he was looking for an opportunity. But then those guys wrecked below you, and you were all alone, baby. All alone with a 15 on the bumper.
Yeah, Joe kind of, he had a run, and he was peaking low. But I kind of shut that door with Greg there to my inside. I kind of shored that up, and he had no choice, but his momentum just carried him into my bumper, and it was just kind of hang on from there.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw behind you though. The Chaos Fleckenstein got loose back there, and we were watching that chaos. I come back into the stream. We're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. It was insane racing right there at the end.
Oh,
God.
yeah, it was tremendous. I forgot damage was off of at 400 degrees on the oil, and I'm like, why hasn't it blown up yet?
He was like, yo, what my engine, baby.
Like, yeah.
God, that's just that engine's built to you by Keith Says Yes Motorsports. You got to thank those guys over there for a great engine. That wreck at the end, though, right there, John Gregg and Trevette, you hate to see that at the end, but Sullivan got DQ'd at crossing the line. That's crazy.
He's the reason I won that race.
33 pushed him in the corner. Oh, man. I was trying to Wayne Whitley in the chat. Well, hey, man, great win, though. Where are we going next? Daytona. 5 laps.
Yes, sir. 5-lap shootout. 9X is a DQ. Should be exciting.
No caution. No damages. Duke found out at 400 degrees.
400 degrees.
Bro, that's wild. I thought you were talking about the track temp at first. It gets there, chat. It gets there. They sometimes will run that track temp at 130s.
I wasn't gonna lie. I thought he was talking about track temp at first.
Yeah, I was like, that makes sense. Nah, but you can get these cars hot as crap, man. There's no once that little bitty spooler on the back of these cars, you have no idea how much air that throws off the nose of the car behind you. It's insanity. And all of a sudden now you got no air flowing into your engine because there's negative pressure between those two cars. That's aerodynamics, folks. It's beautiful.
That was a beautiful win.
Chat, anybody in the chat, not Big Duke, tell me what driver discovered drafting in NASCAR? Or introduced it into NASCAR, not discovered, I guess. He's a legend. A little bit of a question for the chat, see who's paying attention. Once again, can you tell us who is the driver that, it was not Petty, that technically discovered drafting in NASCAR? Good guess, though. You would imagine Petty would have figured that out after 595 races. How about that run for the 15? Sullivan, I know, but I was like, dude, Sullivan was up there. What a push at the end for Duke. I thought it was going to be a night race because there was no lights on the track when I loaded in. I was like, whoa. Hey, Curtis Lowry with the correct answer. Junior Johnson. That is exactly right. The father of most of the rules in our rule book for NASCAR came from that man, and he helped discover drafting. I love watching the races, like when he was kind of learning it and stuff like that. I watched a few examples of it one time in college, actually. Look at this little pack right here. They call us a pit road party right here, Trevor.
Hey, those pit road parties are fun, you know.
Yeah, 2 DuPont Chevrolets on this track always got me confused right now. Wallback and Tyler Hessel.
Yep.
Something new I want to do here because we have a few in our racing. If you are a racing here in Yescar 3D, you're one of our drivers, and you are a veteran, I want to thank you for your service, for everything you've done for our country. We appreciate you over here on MPRN. You know, we love the vets. So thank you, guys. There's a few in the chat. I know for a fact Alan Stewart, I believe, is a vet. There's somebody else who drives a beautiful military car. I can't remember who it is. But we really appreciate it.
Got one side away to go.
Rewind that and check that save.
On this, just now?
Yeah.
I was watching. He was like, that's what got somebody sideways.
Man, that was crazy.
Let's go back. Let's see what we have right here.
Paul got a little bit free on the apron.
Oh, what a save! I was looking at Paul. I was like, Paul Lawson. That's who it was. Paul Lawson. I believe that's our guy. But Paul Lawson there and Duke getting a little squirrely out of 4. Whew. It was a great save. All right, chat. If you're in Kentucky, South Kentucky, please check your weather. Nasty hook echoes happening down that on the border here. That's the ingredients, the visual ingredients for tornado activity. So just be safe. You know, don't panic. Check your local stations. Check your local settings, your local alerts. You will be fine. Just stay informed. This is going to be a night, and I don't want to, I'm not doom and gloom, and I promise everybody, but this is going to be a night remembered for a very long time in the weather community. 3 minutes, 51 seconds. Oh, God almighty, Wallback. Aiden Trevette, what are we watching? We spun back to live, and we got cars flipping. Oh, the 24, Evan S. Hawkins, Sullivan. Dude, oh, my God. Oh, gosh almighty, Keegan Fleckenstein just took out Paul Lawson.
On the pole right now.
Yeah, this is about to change, boy. They better come out pit road with a vengeance right there. 41.4, I think, got the pole last time here. May have 41.3. We should write that down next time. We got, yeah. I'm just saying that for notes, everybody. I'm, you know, obviously.
Fine.
What?
Click on Duke and roll it back just a little bit.
Coming out of the pits or what?
Before pits.
Oh, I was we were watching that.
50 minute pits.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go.
That was.
Let's watch this chaos right here. Well, we may be better off doing this. Rear chase right here. Welcome to Yescar 3D.
Rear chase would be a lot, yes.
Ooh! Look at this chaos. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god, Keegan Fleckenstein though. Dude, I didn't know he was coming like dude, he was freaking going through 1 and 2 in the air running the track line. Like I want to be very clear, he was not touching the track and he was literally running the line.
It was.
Hello? Can I not go to TV one? I mean, not that, please. All right, we got the whole pack coming off the track right here. Let's go back to live.
There we go.
There they are. I mean, you know, yeah, there they are, folks. Fleckenstein, Spicer, and Greg, 1, 2, and 3. We say surprise, surprise, like we are surprised. Everyone acts surprised in the chat. Surprise, surprise. That needs to be a sound.
I literally just clicked the results and this happened too.
Yeah, literally, I clicked back to live and it updated. Oh my god, the 07 checked up so hard on the back of the 72. I mean, Bubba, I think I would have just ran through him before I would have done what you just did. I know he was just trying to be clean there, but Charles Abert, I want to watch that. That was awesome. He was literally just trying not to wreck the guy. It was great. Watch this. Dude, I didn't expect it, you know. So we'll ride on board here in the gyro. Cause this is a very open inside. There's not a lot of things in the inside of this car like in the other cars. A lot less roll cage in these bad boys. Oh, he just checks up, trying to be clear. Oh, and he did. Oh, he did. Actually, you know, he probably would have saved that if he wouldn't have took it to the rear. Oh, he goes for a ride. That's something I don't ever want to have to go through in IRL. I want to be very clear.
That's a scary feeling, not gonna lie.
Qualifying.
IRL, but just...
Okay, I've not done that, but I have spun.
Yes.
One time on Carter's Valley, dude, I hit an ice patch, dude, in the middle of the night. I saved it too. For those of y'all from East Tennessee, and somebody's going to be here from Kingsport, be like, what, Carter's Valley? Yeah, but one time when I was like 19 at a Pontiac Grand Am, I did a full 360 in front of a cop on an ice patch. The inconsiderate person, not going to use bad words, the inconsiderate person didn't have his lights on to warn me to slow down or nothing. Just watched me drive on this ice. I mean, I realized that after I passed them and looked back, I looked forward and I was like, oh boy. I just knew. I was like, this is going to... I started trying to aim for the ditch, and then I saw the other side of the road was dry. So I aimed the nose to the other side, and it got loose. It got loose. We did a 360, got the nose straight. I got to the other side of the road. I stopped on the end of that ice patch. I literally was like, I think I went to the bathroom. It was bad. That was rough.
You'd have no choice but to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that was scary. These people are like, we hate you, Pines. We don't want to hear about this. Listen, chat, we got to have something fun to talk about in here. Tyler M. Hessel loading in. The first car in, so Tyler M. Hessel gets the attention. That's usually something we do. Having Trevor in here is always kind of new, but Hessel was the first one on the track, so we give Hessel a little bit of attention in the 24. Hessel's had a good little night. We've said his name a few times here on stream. Not to be confused with the other DuPont Chevrolet of Connor Wallback. Hessel's like, here I am. Thank you for the timely entry. And this last race of the night, we try to give some of the people in the back who want to be a little bit of recognized right here. Joshua Dillaha, the Elite Mill Gamer, our Power Bolt and Tool Truck Series Commissioner. Thank you for all you do, sir. We appreciate you. There's Teddy Graham in the 10.
Curtis Lowry.
Where's Lowry? I was right beside her. Right there, Lowry in that 16. A lot of drivers for 330 Motorsports, though. I believe Winans is in 330 Motorsports. I'm not 100%. I'm gonna get a dang on list for this next season. We're all cousins and brothers.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, it's a family team. We love that. Here is our cars on pit road. Oh, what am I doing? On the pole, in the 9, it's Fleckenstein. You already know. 1/2 of the Allied Powers making it happen. The Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. On his outside, the Canadian Nightmare. The other half of the Allied Powers. The better half, some people would say. Kel Spicer. The Fleckenstein's going to watch this and be like, hey, what? What? Anyways, John Gregg in third. John Gregg been hanging out with the Allied Powers tonight, trying to find his way in on a treaty basis. Starting third here, Joe Sullivan in fourth. Wayne Whitley in fifth. Tyler M. Hessel, though, rounds out our top 6 here. Trevette, Abert, Hawkins, Wallaback, 7 through 10. Big Duke sitting on the outside of the pole there. Or not the pole, but the top 10. Trying to make his way up here. This is going to be plenty of time. Plenty of racing here. 5 laps at Daytona. That's a lifetime.
That is a lifetime. We also have Paul Lawson at 12.
Lowry says 330 is northeast. I'm assuming the area code. Makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Makes a lot of sense. Mrs. Pine sharing the live. Thank you, baby. We appreciate you. Trevor says hello.
I do indeed.
All right, there's our Delaware double file. This is going to be the last race of the night here on NPRN, your home of everything Yescar. This is Yescar 3D. No cautions, no damage. A 5-lap shootout for a $25 gift card. Who's going to want it more as we come to the line at Daytona? The holy ground. The place where we all want to be when it's time to be there. Daytona is it, babe. We love to see it. That's the home. That's the track. That's the holy ground. That and Charlotte. I consider those 2 places holy ground. Bristol, too. Bristol's up there. Darlington, Indy. You can get up in there. Actually, a lot of these old tracks are holy ground, in my opinion. Yeah, that's a holy ground. All right, the Knight of Fleckenstein is trying to get it happen. I almost hit the wrong button and almost turned off the TikTok live. That would have been great. Green flag is out. Fleckenstein takes them to the green. Spicer on the outside. They're going to team up early. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what Fleckenstein does here. They come down. Fleckenstein, oh my God. Did everyone watch that? Fleckenstein went up the track to get Spicer and bring him down to the bottom line. That is a team. That is crazy. But look at Joe Sullivan. Sullivan right now working with Hessel on that outside line.
They got their buddy up behind John Gregg behind him.
Oh, for sure. John Gregg is just in the inside line. Duke now making his way inside of our top 8. Covering the bumper of Aiden Trivedi as Evan S. Hawkins to his outside, and the Exide Batteries Ford Thunderbird. That Thunderbird's trying to catch the bumper of the 19. They're getting wide behind them. Wallaback. Was that who you were going to say? Yeah, it was like we saw Wallaback at the same time. You got anything? Let's check out the back of the field here. Ryan Coving right now. Ryan Coving has got a little bit of traffic around him. Oh, they're wrecking behind him. 0-1-2 down the track. Teddy Graham trying to catch a little bit of this pack. But his lead pack is nasty right here. Let's get a chopper view. I mean, that's the best view in the house for this. These guys are just so tight off the corners. I mean, look at this right here. I mean, you could put a blanket on the top 10 right here. 3 wide racing for the lead. Here comes Hessel. Sullivan getting flushed, but here goes Connor Wallaback. Evan S. Hawkins takes a peek. They're trying to get out of the bumps. It's bumpy here at Daytona. And these cars, they don't have some McPherson struts, baby. Those are some stiff shocks. It hurts. Oh, look at a move by Evan S. Hawkins. He shuts the door on Greg. Wayne Whitley, the 24 of Hessel. They're out there they're on the high line in a dream right now, trying to make it happen. Look at Big Duke in the end of this pack, dude. Literally, you could put a blanket on the top 10. This is crazy. Oh, the 24. Oh, the leaders are wrecking. Sullivan's wrecked. The 48, Wallaback. Duke gets turned. Greg gets turned. Spicer's driving away. They're dodging him. Oh, they're dodging his wrecks. No. Not what you want to see right here. Spicer, Wallaback, Hawkins, and Romeo. It's just these guys, though. It's just his top three. Can Hawkins get the draft off of Wallaback? And the white flag is out, presented by NPRN, your home of everything Yescar. My name is Never Pine, the official voice of Yescar, joined in the booth with Pizza Ship. Pizza Ship, we got 3 laps to go here. Wallaback looking for that opportunity. When do you go?
We have final lap. You go careful.
We are in a yeah. Well, Wallaback says, what do you mean turn 4? I'm going to go right here. Wallaback going to go on the high side, looking for the run with Hawkins. Hawkins got to make a choice. Oh, Spicer gets Wallaback into the wall. Hawkins is there. They're spinning. They're beating and burning. Oh, God, Hawkins wins. Hawkins wins. What a win by Evan S. Hawkins. Holy guacamole. Oh, my God, the drama. That was, dude, whoa, boy. Whoa, boy.
There's a lot of drama to unfold in this one.
What a call.
Yo, Mrs. Pine called you out.
Bro, did you just really say holy guacamole? That was beautiful.
Yeah, man, holy guacamole. Dude, listen, you put the muzzle on Pine, I get creative, okay? We got to get creative. So, holy guacamole it is.
I love it, bro. That was a great call.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe that. I cannot believe what us watch. We got to watch replay before we do anything else. There's going to be some hurt feelings. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. Because I'd be hurt. I'm just saying. Do I keep... You watch you can pull in. I'm watching on both sides here.
Who won?
Evan S. Hawkins coming to the line right now. It was Spicer, Wallaback, and Hawkins battling down the backstretch here after that major crash. Coming out of the corner in the 3 and 4, Wallaback gets to the outside of Spicer. They make massive contact. Oh, Spicer gets loose off the corner. Oh, he just gets loose off the corner. Yeah, they get beat and bang. Hawkins gets into the back of Spicer into the quarter panel, sends him up the track in the grass, and they win across. They wreck across the line to win. Once I watched the replay, it's a lot different story there.
Go click on Spicer's view and watch how he finishes.
Oh man, again, this is the second race.
He finished hard. He hit hard.
Yeah, he did. No, at first it looked like Spicer.
He got free there with that contact out of 4.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Kind of boogered him up there.
That's it. No, right here it is. Watch right here. This is a. He gets low on that line right there. I think gets a little bit on the apron. That's exactly what happened. Gets on the apron in the bumps. Yeah, racing to the line. Hawkins is loose down low. They just get wrecked. Oh my gosh, dude. Raleigh Romeo getting sent with a rod right in front of Spicer there. Well, at least you still get the second place finish after all that. That's chaos.
He got killed.
Absolutely. Duke, where'd you end up? 17th.
Yeah, I got caught up in all that nonsense.
Wallaback thing. Yeah, Connor, we watched it back there. Definitely just racing on the line, in my opinion, and obviously y'all can form your own opinions, but, to us here, to me, I felt like that was just a racing incident. Got into on that apron a little bit. It's bumpy here at the old Daytona. Oh my God, it's so bumpy. Oh my God. I don't even know. Like, when every time I see this on the schedule, I'm like, nope. It's just not what we're doing.
Super bumpy.
I love it, though. I mean, when you're racing with a group, it's great. But, like, if you're doing this like on drafty, no, sir. Good racing tonight, absolutely. We'll hang out just a minute here waiting on the winner's circle. But make sure you guys give us a follow. We'll be here tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Once again, for Yescar 3D. This is our second night here, which is Saturday night races, 11 p.m., 11:20, 11:40, and midnight once again. Same format, just flipped. So that means we'll start on Daytona and finish in Talladega at the end of the night. So, great way to do it, and we do that every weekend. They flip-flop it. Duke just kind of does whatever with it. So, usually it's the same. It's like the first night's Talladega, Daytona, Daytona, then flip the next night. So, we love to see that. But next week we'll be in Charlotte. We'll be at Hickory on Thursday night, as long as everything goes to plan. And then Friday and Saturday, Sunday we'll be at Charlotte. Obviously, Sunday is like one of the best days in racing ever. So make sure you guys somewhere on the couch if you're a racing fan. There's plenty to watch. That's isn't that Monaco, right? Yeah, Monaco, the Indy 500 and the 600. I mean, what more can you ask for? Good racing, boys. Yeah, go to John Gregg on lap 4. All right, we're going to go to John Gregg lap 4 here.
Just go back and watch it.
Actually, chat, we should do this all the time. You guys should come in the chat and be like, hey, look at this replay at the end of the races like this. So this is especially Yescar 3D. Stay on camera view, or should I ride on board? What do you want me to do?
Stay on camera and just watch.
Okay. We love a lot of good action right here. This is always clippable moments. Clippable moments.
It's a very unlucky moment for what happened. It's beautiful.
I mean, I'm personally going to watch whatever's on the big screen in Charlotte. That's just the way it kind of works. In the infield, you watch what they put on. Oh, that's what happened right there. No. Watch this right here. Oh, my God. Flipped it back straight. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. He went like 80 feet in the air. Oh, my God.
That's what I'm saying. He just gets killed.
Okay, I gotta find a sound for it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Let's watch that on board. That's gorgeous.
That in IRL would not be fun.
No.
Ryan Priest would find out.
Yeah, see, Ryan Priest is different. Riding on board in the cockpit.
So high.
Dude.
You know as a driver that's not a good feeling.
What? We gotta like find an angle for the hang on a minute.
Ryan is built different. Absolutely.
Yeah, Ryan Priest is a G.
Do the chase view.
Yeah, let's do chase. I'm just trying to see. Watch this chaos right here, man. Like you hate to see it, but it's awesome. Good Lord, Hessel. Ooh. It's like, oh, can we please stop? Is it over? Watch, he gets to a complete stop trying to reset. You know he's panic resetting right now. insane, bro.
Right there.
Oh my God, that's crazy, man. Well, that's what we do here, brother. That's what we do. This is Yescar 3D, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Neverpine. You're watching NPRN. Yeah. Crazy stuff here. Crazy stuff. Listen, usually I would just be like, hey, whatever, but hang on, let's do something real fast. Ugh. Alrighty, let's just pull this up right here. I just want to, we're not covering the weather. We're not weather experts. We're not meteorologists, everyone. Okay? But I do want to point out there is some nasty storms up here, right? This is a PDS tornado warning right here.
They're nasty.
Let's yeah, right there. You can see the velocity scan. Definitely not what you want to see in that regard, with the velocity side. Another little bit of rotation right here. Oh, yeah, right there.
Right, like directly right behind it.
Maybe. I don't like this coloring.
You can change the coloring.
This is horrible.
Is that the only two options you have?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really need the coefficient. I mean, like, at this point, it's just...
And you can see it. It's inevitable right there.
Yeah, this was more or less defined. There's not... I mean, this is kind of like a... you got the finger right here, the inflow for sure. We'll check velocity. You can check the massive inflows rotating right here. Probably a tight tornado, maybe nothing on the ground, but these guys are looking pretty dirty. But there's also rotation right here. You got two areas of rotation with this storm. Massive rotation always there. Hate to see that. Evan S. Hawkins, where you at, brother? We miss you. You can come back. Oh, we're in the Discord, brother. That's why I don't have the voice chat. But what we got back here? I didn't even see this one.
I can't drag him up.
You mean tell me the best view of this is in Morristown?
Yeah, the best view is Morristown.
Jesus. This is good. Okay, can I get back? How do you... Okay, so this is the front line storms in Tennessee, right? So we're in Tennessee, so I want to talk about that a little bit. Not a lot of crazy rotation. A lot of wind, but this is, if you're in Tennessee and you're seeing this line coming through that we are, this isn't that this is not the end of the world, right? Like, this line is chaotic, very disorganized, blotchy, so not a lot of activity here. Now, as it was up here in Paducah and Pembroke, I think, Pembroke, not Paducah, but Pembroke, got hit with like 90 miles per hour straight line winds. Dude, this is a horrible radar view. Atrocious radar view. Oh, man. London right now. London, Kentucky. Its radar indicated... that rotation's getting tighter. You seeing that? So I believe that's our PDS tornado warning right here. You can catch it on velocity. I mean, you can see the tight ball right here. I mean, this is textbook inflow outflow. I mean, textbook. Oh God, right there, ladies and gentlemen, right there it is. That's a tornado. That is a tornado on the ground. In the coefficient, there is a debris field. That's why it's a PDS. A particular dangerous situation. Yeah, you see it now gaining strength coming out of this. That is a debris ball forming up and is now evident. I once again, I'm not a meteorologist. I don't claim to be or nothing like that, but I do know a lot about weather. And I know this is a particularly dangerous situation. And so, if you're watching this and you're seeing that, you guys need to be in your safe spaces. For sure. Jesus. Yeah, that's a tornado right there. That's a well-defined debris signature. I mean, you can literally see it on the rotation. It matches. If you go back to your velocity and and you see that on coefficient, and on velocity you can see this, and then we go to reflectivity and we can see this. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching a tornado. And that's this textbook. So what this is your coefficient correlation. It's just everything in purple is the same. The same level. It looks the same. The clouds are even. You have up here, you may have some clouds dipping down a little bit. But when this coefficient is shooting these radar waves and it's coming back and it's saying, oh, there's something right here, you're seeing that interference. And that interference is debris. Trees, dirt, pieces of barn and fences and things like that, that's what you're seeing. So, I was 23 and finished ninth, man. How you doing? I'm just doing good. We're watching weather. We're just watching some weather. I've been a weather guy my whole life, but we're not over here forecasting. Not over here telling you tornadoes coming here. Look out. We're saying that this is what's going on. We gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. People, they get a little touchy. That's not. God Almighty, this is a horrible radar view. I don't look. That's what I'm. Okay, so like when we're looking at this on radar, on velocity, that's just scary. That's That's where I'm sitting here like. I mean, dude, it's just. I mean, like I'm not. Oh my God, yeah, dude. I mean, this is. Look at this debris ball. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is a large tornado. It is a large tornado on the ground. Right here. A lot of hills and mountains through here as well. Bubba, this is... Oh, yeah, I know. We'll talk about that one day. But these are getting the mountains, right? Getting a lot of hills and stuff. That's going to affect the strength. But this is a strong-looking tornado. I don't want to be messing around right now. Okay, so a little bit of weakening signature of velocity. Just a little bit weakening. Not still there, though. Still heavily there. They're touching. They're very close together. That is a tornado on the ground, but it's got some weakening inflow. Oh, we got a new coefficient right there. That is a tornado. Currently right there. This is an observed, particularly dangerous situation, PDS, what they call it. You can head on over to Ryan Hall, y'all, over on YouTube. He's amazing. That's who you should go to if you want up-to-date weather. But we're going to get off here. Oh, no, bro, this is what we do. It's like, you're with us, Bubba. You're with us. So, listen, it's just the way it is. Still some tight rotation right here. The inflow velocity looks great. Outflow looks great in the sense of, like, it's still strong. We'll zoom out and watch this kind of develop over here. But yeah, this coefficient, though, looking a little less organized as these scans go on. We'll watch this debris ball fill up, and now it's kind of going away. I don't know what's along 421 here, but that's what got hit, right? So there's the most recent picture. Debris signature still there, but weakening. So we'll check velocity. We'll get a new velocity scan here in just 1 second. Velocity scan. Still tight rotation. I mean, you can't even get off that really. So a little bit of rotation right now over London. I mean, yeah, you look at
Kentucky.
Yeah, you look at that. I mean, that's pretty evident. Oh, we were over here watching a whole tornado form and fall apart over here in Hayden. Yeah, so we're watching this Hayden view right here, guys, from Morristown, I believe. Yeah, so our Neverpine it grew up right here in the middle of nowhere, folks.
Definitely in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Oh, okay. Those are expired tornado warnings. I was like, what is happening? So they did let this tornado warning expire in Burnside. So just a lot of straight line winds. Definitely, 70-mile-per-hour winds, folks. That's considerable damage. Not a lot of hail core though. That's what you want to see. These storms are breaking apart. They're weakening now, hitting the plateau. All right, this is what's happening. There's a Cumberland Plateau right off of Nashville coming into Knoxville here. We'll exit out of this. So the plateau runs right about up through here, right? We're right here. So these storms that are coming in are weakening. But there are some storms down here forming up. Some blips, Trevor, in McMinnville and Murfreesboro.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Yeah, but the blips are just going to be heavy rain, a lot of wind, things like that. Should not have a massive tornado threat. Brother, you may have some.
We're in the watch. I don't.
You're not in the watch, are you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are. Look at all this goddamn radar interference right here, dude. It's so cloudy.
It's quite a bit.
Dude, it's so cloudy outside. That's what the hell this is. It's like, dude. Still a particularly dangerous situation there. Let's check the coefficient again. I mean, there's still a little bit of debris field. I mean, it's way less organized, though. Oh, God almighty, I say that, Trevor, and then look. It comes out on the other side of Hayden with the Durngone signature.
I see that now.
God. That's still got good rotation. He even hitting these hills. Remember, guys, if you are watching this and, you want some real weather advice, head over to Ryan Hall, y'all. And he's awesome with this, guys. I'm just showing you. We're going to get off here, actually, probably right now. But, I care. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. This is an obsession of mine, usually. So, this situation is rough, though. This is a particularly dangerous situation. If you're in these areas, you got to seek shelter. There is something they say, trust the polygon, respect the polygon, respect it. It's there for a reason. That reflectivity is still ugly.
No, it's ugly.
It's ugly. All right, guys, we're getting out of here.